Lately, I've been asked by my spirit guides to reintroduce myself, and am going to do that in a few minutes. The title of this message is The Mountain That Asks God. The story behind my name. Names are not just words, names are frequencies. They are identity wrapped in sound. They are stories spoken before a person understands who they are becoming. My name is Ugu Remigius Agility, Limitless. Every part of that name carries a different dimension of my journey, my spirit, and my mission on earth. Ugu, the mountain. In Igbo language, Ugu means mountain. A mountain does not beg to be seen. It rises, it stands through storms, it survives seasons, it carries weight, it is holy, it becomes a landmark for direction. As I grew older, I began to understand that my surname was not just a family identity, it was a spiritual metaphor for the life I was called to live. Mountains symbolize elevation, vision, endurance, stability, leadership, and spiritual encounters. The mountain sees further than the valley. And in many ways, my life has been a journey of climbing mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and creatively. Every challenge becomes another rock to climb. Every hardship becomes another level of elevation. The limitless vision was born from this mountain mentally, not to remain trapped in survival, but to rise high enough to see possibilities others cannot yet see. Remigius, the navigator. The name Remigius comes from ancient Latin roots connected to the idea of rower or a navigator, one who moves through water with direction and purpose. Water is symbolic of emotion, life, uncertainty, and spiritual depth. A rower cannot always control the waves, but he learns rhythm, focus, and movement. That meaning reflects my life deeply. I have learned that being limitless is not about controlling everything around you. It is about learning how to move through chaos without losing direction. Remigius represents movement, resilience, guidance, leadership through uncertainty, emotional intelligence, and spiritual navigation. I believe I was not born merely to exist inside the world, but to help people move forward through knowledge, energy, vision, and transformation. Ajuruchi, have you asked God? My native name Ajuruchi or Ajuruchukwu means have you asked God? This name carries wisdom that becomes deeper with age. In a noisy world where people move quickly, panic quickly, judge quickly, and decide quickly, my name reminds me to pause and reconnect with divine wisdom. Before fear, have you asked God? Before doubting yourself, have you asked God? Before shrinking your dreams, have you asked God? This name became a compass for my inner life. It reminds me that true vision is not built only from intelligence, strategy, or ambition. True vision is born from alignment. The greatest discovery of my life often came from not forcing life, but from listening deeply. The limitless connection. When I put all my names together, I see a story greater than coincidence. Ugu, the mountain; Remigius, the navigator; Ajurichi, the one who seeks God. Together they formed the blueprint of who I am becoming: a visionary builder, a spiritual explorer, a communicator, a creator, and a leader called to rise, navigate, and inspire. The Limitless brand was never just about business, it was about identity. It is the belief that human beings carry more potential, intelligence, creativity, healing, and spiritual depth than they realize. To be limitless is not to pretend life has no obstacle. To be limitless is to understand that mountains can be climbed, storms can be navigated, and wisdom can be found through alignment with God. My life is still unfolding. The story is still being written. But one thing I now know is this: I was created to rise like a mountain, move like a navigator, and seek like a man who knows that true direction begins with God. Like an Arab word which I love so much that says Maktub. You must have to be born Arab to understand the meaning, but in your language, it means it is written. I want to welcome you all to the Limitless Movement, where we raise your identity by giving you the information you need to be who you are born to be. Thank you, and I wish you the very best.